Good afternoon. Welcome to the Build in Digital Micro Conference on robotics and automation towards a manufactured workplace. My name's Joe Broon. I'm the publisher and managing director of Build in Digital. I'll be today's host. Right, without further ado, we move on to the second half of today's micro conference and our third keynote of today, who is Lillian Ho. Lillian is the digital lead and senior BIM manager at ACOM. Lillian, please feel free to share your screen.
And my name is Lillian, and I've been working in the construction industry almost 2 decades, and I deliver various both variety size and different type of project, private sector, public sector as well, and I involve the different technologies and conference and webinar, and I'm mentor for the Women in BIM, and I'm also the member for Women in AI, and participate some of the pilot project as well. And I'm also with the Beach AI pathway, and also participated the diversifies for the fair AI use for European entities and European Union. So that is my background. And sorry, my mouse. Yep. Okay, there you go. Right. So yeah. So yeah, as Andrew pretty much covered the whole overall view of the topic today, and I'm just like a little bit highlight this at the moment. So like Andrew say, the technology and the traditional construction way, as we are standing in the middle and in between. So robot, automation, and AI is try to reshaping our industry in different way. And from the traditional role, and a lot of the technology can replace it. And from like the June, you can see from the site, and then do the survey within a couple of minutes, and you use the autonomous bulldozer operate around the clock on the site, and DFMA improve the overall quality, and make the building project shorter period of time, and using AI system to analyze the data and detect any safety hassle in the real time. So we are using quite a lot of technology at the moment, and a lot of upskilling, and a lot of confusion for some workflow of the existing practice in company as well. But definitely the innovation and make us more efficiency, and make the construction site or industry is more high tech hub. Yeah, you use hub. I say like so collectively using this on construction. And yeah, so I believe the system and the technology is revolutionize our world. We build it, and as yeah, go back to the labor point of view, and we are not really using all this technology to replace human, but it's the helping us to there's a layer tools and helping us to more efficient, and actually we need more labor to learn the new technology to apply for our project. It's a game changer, but we there is a time for the transition. And yeah, so that help a lot of us, and for the repetitive tasks, and also and we can have more time to focus of the things we decided or we consider as a human. Okay, so there is a couple of use case example with highlights, and there's a autonomous robot, and we're doing using the manufacturing and interact with one others and learn what we have done and humans counterparts as well. And it's like, sorry, my mouse is right. Okay, yeah. So as like the machine labs, and then they use a robot and to make the sheet and convert the plain sheet to using the sensor to convert the metal sheet to be a different particular design, and then you can apply the facade and in interior design as well. And there's a lot of well, reduce a lot of human times as well, and to produce this kind of things from compare with the old method traditional way. And again, it's not reducing any labor because we need the people to learn as well. And obviously with the time we're more efficient and you can take on more projects, and yeah, and the quality as well, and material wastage as well. And another example is collective and predictive data, and the combination of AI and IoT device, and they collect different type of data, and also can predict the site data for the project progress, and also safety, analyze the data after the collect. And there's another examples as yeah, that is a AI site monitor robot, and that provides a real-time monitor anytime, anywhere, and 24 hours, and deliver accuracy and as built or compare with the drawing and produced by the BIM models, and deploys a robot and using the AIs and technology, and process the tracking, object tracking as well, and capture the different moments of the process of the construction period stage, and allow the you can analyze as a real hassle for the site, or the site safety or security on the construction environment. Right. Next one is the construction automation, and that have been integrated into the construction process, such using robot or bricklaying, like concrete pouring and 3D printing on the building components, and increase the speed and accuracy during the construction period. And there is another examples of the site print, and basically it's just put the drawings or the BIM models into the machine or the system and the device, and then can draw the decided layout plan onto the construction site accuracy. And for example, like you have like 20 toilets, and then they can just automate it to print it on site on the different surface and environments, and even on the slope as well. And it's just really efficient and more accurate than human, and reduce the error as well. And that actually is helping tools for human. And obviously there is a pro and con for using technology as well. And the pro as like probably efficiency, productivity, and automation and robots. They increase a lot of productivity as well, and labor intensive, like construction labor, and as healthy as well, and the skills shortage, and the people not very good on the skill, and then this is helping more accurate, and as more demand for the new type of skilled worker, and also reduce the labor cost as well. Sustainability, AI can enhance energy efficiency and monitor like the site environment, and the after so for the post construction stage as well, and also optimize the resource allocation and facility for the project planning, and reduce the carbon footprint. And for the safety, and obviously there is a dangerous or dark or different environments, and human will take extra cautious to do it, and with the robot, and you will more able to access to this difficult challenge and task, and reduce like insurance costs and labor costs for this as well. And obviously the job displacement part, and we're talking about labor, and that not reduce the labor, but will be replace the different title or different job type and for the existing job, and that could be leading if the labor is not upskilled enough and don't understand technology, and probably like a disadvantage in this case. And usually using technology is like more high initial cost for the company, and talk about the AI, automation, robot, and the setup cost is much higher than the traditional cost. And obviously you see the overview of the whole process, and then we reduce the labor cost and reduce other costs as well. And but the initial setup cost we need to set in mind, and tell the client that will be a bit higher than usual, and more complexity, and then as obviously is not the standard workflow, and will be a different from the existing traditional process. So this is the things we need to aware, and the impacts for the construction. And believe the Andrew has already highlighted some of the impacts and pros and cons as well. And Eva has also highlighted the benefits to using that as well. And I'm slightly turning at different angles to talk about the material wastage, and talk about the circular economies. And yeah, so it's like circular economies is like keeping the material and produce in the circulations for longer possible, and I think it's an important part for slowing our climate change, and that I think everyone on construction industry is need to pay a bit of attention for this, because we use quite a lot of material every day to build every building. And for example, let's say how many plasterboard is waste, and if you Google it, it will be shocking. And it's up to 1.3 million ton of plasterboard have been waste in generated by the construction or refurbishment each year, and about like 7.5% of new plasterboard have been waste, not even start to use it. And it's quite a big issue, and it's also caused the disposal problem as well. And I'm only talking about one type of material, and then yeah, it's still got other material we waste as well. And one hand we say the material is shortage, but another hand we waste a lot at the same time. So I think the in the conclusion, the robotic automation, AI data and analyze, and we definitely can reduce the wastage before we start on site, and that is quite revolutionize the construction industry and make it more efficiency and more safe and more accurate. And I hope that yeah, everyone have attentions on that side, and because everyone is living we are living in the same planet as well. So yeah, so I think that will help, and I'm hope yeah, that is beneficial for our planet Earth. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Lillian. Have we got any questions for Lillian, please? Lillian, if you can just stop your screen share just so I can see if anyone's got any questions, please. Thank you. Any questions for Lillian? No? Lillian, I've got a question. Obviously, in terms of the pros and the cons you mentioned on your presentation there,
Yeah.
obviously a common, sometimes a misconception, sometimes a reality of a con of obviously automation and robotics is job displacement. However, I think sometimes as well it's an opportunity, isn't it? And I just wondered what AECOM have got in place in terms of training and skills provision for the use of automation and robotics.
Well, I mean, like as a large organization like us, and we constantly upgrade and upskills our staff, and make sure they up to the trend of the technology, and they have a basic understanding what's going on. And we have a regular training or a seminar session, and to remind the company, and or maybe like the webinar or conference like this, and then as just bring the attentions for the latest technology and trend, and that is quite important to catch what what we are hitting to, and the direction of digitalizing the construction industry. And yeah, and I think every large company will do the same, and individual I will encourage they have upskilling. Their understanding of the new technology is not one button to go, and then there is like a lot of up and down, but like as a learning curve for everyone.
Indeed, indeed. Well, thank you, Lillian, for a very interesting presentation there. Very insightful to learn some of the robotics that you're actually being used on site, and great to see that the robotic dog can manage going upstairs as well. We are going to wrap things up now, so just a quick summary from me, from each of our 4 keynotes. First of all, we heard from Andrew Knight, the Global AI Data Tech Lead at the RICS, who initially talked about membership of the RICS, but introduced a full topic from robotics and AI and how it works within the building industry, and then delved into the topic of offsite robots and offsite construction with sensors that can not only monitor safety on site, but also various other measurements, shown as a case study in 3D printing, and whole building with the data gathering and the various platforms that were available. Andrew also touched on the impact of the workforce and the impact of safety and even ethics, which opened up the idea of blending humans and their skills with machine technologies in order to collaborate together in the future. We then heard from keynote 2, which was Eva Magnasali, the founder and CEO of Dataform Lab. Eva started her presentation by introducing the idea that the building industry struggles to keep up with the demand of the amount and need for buildings across the world, and Dataform Lab technology was introduced as a good way to save time, using automation, robotics and AI to make planning and processing of buildings more efficient, and in some cases making everything speedier from a process that would take usually 4 weeks to maybe even down to 1 day, thanks to the drag and drop ability of the software platform that Dataform Lab, should I say, offers. Thirdly, we heard from Lillian Ho, who is the digital lead and senior BIM manager at AECOM. Lillian started talking about the operation of robots and the way that we in the building industry are in transition between human-centered operation and robotics right now. She touched on the fact there is a little confusion in different companies as to what is available and what can be done, and showed us some examples of what is out there to help reduce time costs and increase efficiency. Some of the examples touched on by Lillian included Machina Labs, their robotic arms used widely in manufacturing, the Field AI solution, or the robotic dog, and finally the HP Site Print, which transfers real-time site data to software used with BIM systems to help the designers. In summary, it's not about replacing the human, but it's about enabling humans to do more and reduce the possibility of human error and cost, and obviously saving time and money. And finally, we heard from Molly Claypool, who is the co-founder and CEO of Automated Architecture. Molly dived straight into the nuts and bolts of what is available in automation for manufacturing, designing, and building on-site homes. She introduced to us the robotic arm and the scalability for small to large factories. And this system can obviously help to build one home in an 1 8-hour shift. Molly introduced us to the Revit plugin for BIM models, which again is fast, quick, and efficient. Examples of the buildings created using this technology included the Winter Circus example in Ghent, the Quartier 51 dam for 150 homes. Molly is building the first robotically assembled homes in various places and has already produced 3 micro factories up and running. Her ambition, the ambition of the company, is to get 7 micro factories up and running by the end of 2025. A surprise development is the portable micro factory that is like a mobile on-site robotic factory to be used on site. And finally, just highlighting the fact that it's extremely exciting mobile innovation, offering a future insight of building homes on site, changing the way people build homes and the future landscape. So a really interesting session today on automation, AI and robotics. I hope everyone found it useful. Additionally, we also organise the Building Innovation Awards, which takes place on the 17th of October in Manchester, here in the UK. The deadline for entering is in a couple of weeks, a week on Friday. One of the categories is best use of automation and AI, something that Automated Architecture have already entered for, I believe. So please feel free to have a look at that. Otherwise, it's a big thank you from me and everyone here at Building Digital, including my colleague Gillian. Other than that, we'll say goodbye. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for attending, and I hope everyone found it useful. Big thank you to our 4 keynote presenters as well, of course.